Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Malik back on the scene. Today's my title is Leading by Example. What does leading by example mean to you? Leading by example meaning to me is you're following the rules, you're being a good leader, you know right from wrong. And I think leading by example is very, very important in this world, especially like to older guys, to older brothers, like older sisters, high school graduates, anything in the world that is successful. You always want to lead by example because you always want the person to lead from the examples that you're giving them. So you let me know what lead by example means to you. What does it mean to you and how's it helping you in your life? And do you know anybody that's lead by example, and how do they think? What do they think? So that's what lead by example is to me, is doing the next right thing. Doing the next right thing. So leading by example to me is doing the next right thing. I think it's important that people need to understand that, especially like if you have kids as a parent, you want to lead by example. You want to show your kids how like we were taught when we were kids from what our parents showed us. And it's just so on and so on and so on. And that's a cycle. So that's the cycle that it runs through. It goes from generation to generation to generation to generation. Like, when you're a soldier or you're a general and you're in battle, they lead by example. They lead and you follow. So what does lead by example mean to you? Tell me in the comments what you think. Like, what do you think lead by example means? How would you determine to use lead by example? How would you lead by example? Give me some suggestions. I think lead by example. I think that makes a very, very important, ideal human being in life. Because you're showing what you're led. It's the same thing like when I used to take martial arts. Shout out to ATA, Mr. and Mrs. Drogi. Mr. Drogi, Master Drogi, basically we lead by example from him. And, when you get your black belt, they can lead example from you. So I think it's a chain reaction of just leading by examples, but it's a whole positive note, a whole positive thing. So, yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what you think about leading examples. Leading by examples are, I think it's important, for kids and, people to understand what really leading by example really is. So let me know in the